Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're in Guardians of Cloudia. It's an MMO on the mobile platform of iOS and Android. Going to basically be going through all of the information within the game, what sort of features it has, whether it's any good or not, whether it's worth your time. So let's get straight into it. It's your pretty standard MMO for mobile devices. We just kind of wait. So basically just straight away it's going to show you what we can get when it comes to our actual pets. Pets can be upgraded, they can be evolved, and they can be made better. A lot of RNG mechanics are involved with this. It's definitely a gacha game within the MMO genre on mobile. You have your standard auto-run features when you're doing the actual quests, etc. So you can just auto-run there, or you can manually run over there. You still, on this game, the same as Moonlit Sculptor, have to click on the actual conversations, which personally I never got in an autoplay game. Why would you need to stand there and just click conversations? I will never know. There may be a way for you to skip doing this and it does it automatically so you continue on the quests as they come, but so far I haven't found a way of doing that. You can click this auto button down here and it will use all of your auto attacks. You do need to manually press on the pickup stuff when you've got quests for picking up items and activating things around the world, and every time you get onto the next part of the quest you do have to click on that. See, the graphics are pretty decent. It's got a lot of like sort of anime style stuff. It's definitely very Eastern. You've got a lot of the abilities that you have on the right hand side, same as most MMOs, with your auto attacks and your abilities from your actual monsters that you're using. So let's have a look at the pets themselves. Now the pets themselves, they do have an upgrade thing where you actually have to collect bottles. These bottles are collected through in-game actually doing stuff, or you can buy them, etc. as per any mobile game. You do get quite a lot in the beginning. I've not had much of an issue. There is a pop-up system, as you've seen just here, where if someone's looking for new players and you're not doing anything, or you're around the same level as the people that are looking for a team, it will click up, you'll click join and you'll help them and you'll get XP, you'll get items, etc, etc. Once you run out of them, you have to do various in-game activities, as I said earlier. There is a reroll mechanic in the game where you actually reroll to get better stats. So you can reroll 3 times and get those better stats over here. Now our defense is now excellent, etc. We got plus 15. And when you max all that out, you can do actual breakthroughs, which raises the level limit of your pets, etc. Pretty standard mechanics, especially for these type of games. Let's add another reroll in there. We'll add another reroll and replace, and we'll start to get those up. You do get those items for doing various in-game activities, group stuff and fighting, etc, etc. We completed that quest. We have to kill the shield crab when that eventually appears. So let's have a look at gear itself. The gear itself has not got any RNG when it comes to the upgrades. You just need to get the items that you are required to upgrade the gear. So I do need some more Azure crystals to upgrade that, but we can upgrade the silver helmet just to show you. It upgrades, it enhances, it puts it up to +1, and there is no percentage chance that it will fail. So you'll be able to upgrade your gear. It's much better than Moonlit Sculptor, where your gear has a percentage chance when it gets to like level 7 and you're 35% chance to accept it. And it doesn't have those items that actually makes it you not lose levels, so there's no failing mechanic on there. For me, that is perfect, that is great, that is good. You have your skills, which you can upgrade over here. I am currently playing on an Oracle. I'm quite enjoying it. We'll add some defenses in there. You can learn upgrades to the Shining Stars. You can upgrade that, and that will upgrade your points, upgrade your skills, they'll do more damage, etc, etc. There is crafting in the game, although it's not a massive port of it. It's like just a side thing that you can have in there for you to make potions, etc. As playing as an Oracle, you do have a heal, so you don't have to worry about making any of the potions at the beginning. You do have all of your standard gameplay stuff. We have Arena, which obviously if you pay into the game, you can be massively ahead of everyone else. So we will challenge this guy. I haven't put any money into this game. I've just been playing free to play. I've played for about 4 hours. We're just running around. I was just looking at all the mechanics and stuff. You do have to actually manually do this until you are level 35, which then you can click auto. So before level 35, you actually have to manually play it. You can still manually play it, but after 35, as I said, like 6 times already, you can click that auto button and you can run in and start winning in the arenas if you have your guy leveled up enough. So you do a maximum amount of these a day. These do give you items. It gives you character XP, so you can level up your character. It gives you championships and arena points for you to buy stuff in the arena store. My current rating is 32,000, so these guys are quite a lot lower level than me. but it's what it puts up there, so it matches you with your rating. So the higher you go, the obviously more chance you will have someone who's going to be paying to win in the game, and it's going to be more difficult for you to actually fight these guys. There are certain classes better than others. Oracle, I'm finding to be massively strong, especially in the beginning of the game. Your warriors, your tanks, etc., those kind of classes, they're not doing too much damage. They probably won't do very well inside of PvP itself. You do have your archers and stuff, which are probably going to be your big boy characters. Like the rogue does massive amounts of damage. This 38k guy is probably going to kick my ass, so I'm not going to go in there and fight him. There's a 40k guy. You have a maximum amount of times you can fight in the arena, so actually going in, and you have to pick the characters that you're going to beat. There'll be certain classes you can go who have above a rating above you, but doing that would actually become quite difficult. This guy did a lot of damage to me, especially in the beginning there. I'm going to start throwing up a hill. My DPS is going to start going up, and we're going to manage to actually get the win on this guy. But he did do a massive amount of DPS in the beginning. I was actually a little bit worried there for a second. It shows you how much damage you do, how much damage the enemy does, so you can sort of see where you're sitting on that actual level. So you do get 5 of these a day that we can go through. Now currently these guys are actually too high for me to fight. So if we click that refresh button, we might get someone that's a little better for us to fight. We haven't got anyone there, and you can refresh every minute. So under your character stats, you actually get a sort of tier system where you do certain quests inside of here. And once these are done, you will upgrade to the next rank, and that next rank will give you certain things like sacred wind bells. The sacred wind bells are what you summon with. You can see all of the items that you get in here. We do have 1 sacred wind bell at the moment. We have some event boxes we can open up here to give us silver leaves. These guys are used for daily payment stuff you can buy with the gold leaves, and the gold leaves are used to buy stuff off of the market. So you can buy and sell stuff with the gold leaves off of the market and get some good nom noms in there. So let's have a look at the summoning. We'll go into the summoning here. We do have a 1 free one for today, so you do get 1 every day. It does sort of a little mechanic in there, so you just don't look like you're doing much. And I received a reroll due of 12. So let's get another one in there, and we got a pet XP because we are getting doubles of the lower amounts. The 5-star pets are the highest level pets you got. There's a 6% chance to get those. There's a 27% chance to get 4 stars and 59% to get 3 stars. There aren't that many of them right now, but there are various ways you can actually summon with these. You obviously have to get the profit crystals, which can be bought in shop deals, or you get them in chances to get them in other parts of the game. Or you can use the Prophet Essence, which comes from the Witch's Summon. We do have some doubles over here that we can actually recycle, but we're not going to do that just yet. You do have your standard stuff like your black markets, etc. So you can go in there and buy items, and you can buy certain characters that come up on a deal. So it costs 60 of these guys over here to buy this one person here, this Vanessa Shard. Combining 30 of them will turn into the SR pet Vanessa, and you have to buy 2 of those to get that actual pet in there. Having multiple of these pets will actually make your character stronger. You do have your daily sign-in bonuses, your diamond rewards for reaching certain things, so you do get quite a lot of those. It's always going to be at the beginning. Your monthly cards, which cost money, your leveling packs, which come with when you reach certain levels. You can get a standard one, and then you can upgrade that and get the better version with the 3 bells, etc. You have exchange, redeem codes. There's quite a lot of those on the internet if you want to check those out. You can watch videos to get rewards. So you can get some bells for summoning by watching videos. And then there's the recommendation stuff to get the link. When you invite 3 friends and they reach 63, you do get a profit crystal, which gives you better pets, which do damage for you. So we have to open the playbook to do that. Let's go into the disturbance. We're going to kill this guy, and we're going to start. Confirm, and we're actually going to start killing those crabs. You can see there's a lot of autoplay. You can manually do it, as I said previously. And that's pretty much all you've really got in the game. It's a pretty standard MMO. It's not going to be anything new here. The gacha system is the same as a lot of other systems in there. It's very much like your Moonlit Sculptor. You can group up with people and run around with them. You can group up with a leader. That leader will throw you through an amount of quests, and you can just click follow on him. You don't have to do any of the clicking. You just follow them until they have done their quests or their quest chain. So there is ways to automatically do it for a certain period of time. You do have something called your treasure hunt, which over a period of time you do collect items over there depending on what level you're at. So you unlock stages. The higher the stage, the more you get in this box every time you do it. There are sort of little mini games and stuff that you can get through, but it just doesn't really add to the game itself. Pretty standard stuff. Right, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you found this information useful. I probably won't be playing this game any more than I am right now. I mean, it's too much like Moonlit Sculptor. It is much better than Moonlit Sculptor on the monetization front. There is pay to win when it comes to the actual PvP. But other than that, there's not many walls involved. There may be later on, much later in the game, but for now, during the beginning, you're more than good to go in the free-to-play way of playing the game. If you want to check out, I'll leave a link for the App Store and the actual Google Play Store down below. I want to thank you for watching. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.